from her again, but also I don't want her to feel like she got away with it. I also don't want to quit and let her win. I feel like this should count as a crime, but I don't know. Yeah, we're both young and she's being super childish. And if it weren't for the fact that she's a single teen mum, I would have reported her to our boss by now. Lost in translation.
I probably still would report it to the boss. Oh,
Still?
Would you like it if I piss in your coffee? Like, I don't piss and milk at different things.
I don't think you can compare breast milk to...
They're not comparable.
Yeah, I think Tom would spot if his coffee is mixed with piss.
What if there's a poop hanging out of my coffee?
Mr. Hanky's hanging out. No, but like, I'm not saying piss and milk and breast milk are the same thing. You can drink
it's a
breast
bodily
milk.
fluid.
I'm glad you specified that.
You guys were quite shocked there to know find that out.
You're confused.
It's still a bodily fluid that it's got a lot of nutrients. You're not supposed to drink that.
You can drink titty milk. Not that I am. So, I don't know why I said that like I've done it before. I mean, I have when I was a kid, but I haven't done it now that I'm older.
And so crassly as well.
Sorry, I apologize.
You can drink titty milk. What are you talking about?
No, I think that's too far. Like, it's weird. It's weird that she's like, I don't think she's spraying straight from her tit into the cup.
She said she's pumping. She's like
pumping.
She pumps it. So she's just like
into a bottle and a little bit into the bottle.
Probably sitting in the same fridge.
It's weird that the woman hadn't stopped the prank, seeing as it made somebody quit.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's already like gotten a casualty from this.
And she's continuing. And that person who quit obviously didn't rat her out and say, what was happening?
Yeah, exactly.
What was being put in the coffee?
I think it's crazy. Like, not to go to the boss in this situation.
Yeah, I agree.
Not because you want to get her fired, and it's not about getting her fired or anything like that.
I think you would get fired, wouldn't you?
I mean, surely you would get fired.
All right, maybe get fired, but maybe she gets a warning. But either way, she needs to learn that behavior is fucking not on.
Even if I was to mess with anyone else's food, right?
You don't mess with people's food.
Even if I was like putting cheese in there when they...
What if she's lactose intolerant?
Exactly. What if she is? But we know that she likes milk, obviously, because she obviously expects milk in her coffee. Or he expects milk.
Yeah.
Lost in translation.
Why doesn't he just start making his own coffee? If he knows there's milk, she's doing it every time, maybe he prefers the taste now.
Maybe it's just like, is the convenience of having a coffee brought to you better than having maybe someone spike your drink?
I
would never think that if someone was like, do you want a coffee, Tom? And I'm like, yeah, go for it. That they would do anything to my drink.
Yeah.
It's never in my mind. But now all of a sudden I'm like, what if this is happening?
And it's weird that you feel that way because so many people hate you.
Yeah, I know.
That's the weird thing.
What's the deal? People probably had spiked. Marcus gave me a glass of water. It had a bit of a tinge to yellow.
Yeah, tinge of yellow?
Could be piss in it.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know. Drink more water.
I should.
So, like, specifically, I don't know what the workplace is as well.
I think, I can't get along with, I'm going to just ignore it. I'm going to drink my own, I'm going to make my own coffee. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
I would say that's something to the boss because that's bad.
I don't know if I'd rather say something to her.
This might be a dumb question. What would you rather them spike your drink with? A laxative or breast milk?
Probably breast milk.
Breast milk.
Yeah?
I mean, I could drink breast milk and it's just like, oh, that's weird.
Although I do think a laxative would probably be easier to mask because coffee makes you go to the toilet anyway.
Have you ever had a laxative?
No, I don't.
Wow, let me tell you something about laxatives. They taste horrible.
Okay.
And it's quite distinct.
Okay. Oh, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. I won't ask you more.
There's powdered laxative that you mix with water, and it tastes like someone's.
Maybe that's what he should do. Swap the powdered milk for powdered laxative.
Yeah.
He should drink in. Oh no! I think it's because if she's pregnant or she's lactating, he can't really mess with her drinks in a way. You don't want to be putting stuff in a pregnant woman.
You don't.
Or a woman who's lactating. You can't be messing with her body like that.
Like that, because you're punishing her, sure, but it's the baby that's also involved.
Damn, she's got that like sort of.
She's got that edge.
Yeah, she's got that diplomatic immunity.
Yes.
She's got the
diplomatic immunity.
That's not a thing.
Diplomatic.
Diplomatic makes
There we go.
more
We got
sense.
there. So what do you think? What do you think the course of action is here? Do you try and get her back?
I think,
or do you go to the boss? Do you rat? The thing is, and then I wouldn't want a single mum to lose her job and not be able to support her kid.
Oh, this is a very tough one.
She is covered in every single way.
That is why I say 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a prank war on that bitch. I'd say that right to her face, exactly like that. I'd drink the coffee and I'd have like my little milk mustache.
Just have
I'd
the
wear
milk
it with pride.
You drink it, just staring straight at it, like I know what this is.
Yeah,
and
right.
it's like. That's it. War's on.
The thing is, you can't start like being like, I'm just going to confiscate all of her breast milk as well from the fridge. You know
can't do
like,
that.
He just starts to be like, you know what? I fucking love it, and he's putting it in her.
That's genius because if you did that, her reaction would be like, goddamn, Tom's a freak.
Yeah.
Like, he's into that titty milk.
He's
a
my
fiend
breast
for
milk.
it.
He likes.
He's a fiend.
If I don't cut this out, he's going to ask if I can breastfeed him soon.
Straight from the source.
That's right, yeah.
So maybe I think you should just do a little bit of a getting back at her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing serious.
No chemical warfare like she's waged, but
I'd probably do both as far as prank her back and then tell her.
I reckon, prank her back and then drink and say, I know what's in here, and then drink it like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, really?
So do you tell the boss then?
I don't reckon tell the boss if we're going to go down the
it's either one or the other?
And she doesn't stop with
the tampering.
I wouldn't mind if he pranks her back because he's new to this job and she's already picking on him.
Yeah.
I ain't down with that.
Yeah,
You
right.
gotta make people feel comfortable when they first get to a job.
Did you ever get like sort of given the hard yards when you've started
I
somewhere?
thought you were going to say, ever given someone else's breast milk? No, Tom, I haven't, no.
We're done talking about that aspect of it. Believe it or not. Have you ever been like being the new guy and being like, can you go get a bag of air from the place? You know what I mean? Like, can they give like stupid little...
I've copped that before.
I haven't. Damien?
I worked briefly in a retail job, and from day dot, there was this one girl who was my supervisor. She hated me, and I could not explain why. And I tried to. It was for a game company, and I was trying to prove myself with my knowledge and everything. And she would never whenever I didn't know anything, she's like, no, you're not right for this job.
Wow.
You don't know enough. And it's
She
just
said
like,
that?
yeah, and it was like a retail job for a game company. It's like,
Wow.
I'm not, I'm not a game developer. I'm not a journalist. I'm getting paid like $14 an hour.
Do I need to be able to recite everything and to know?
She was just brutal, and it killed me because there was like 3 other people who started with me, and she treated them really nice.
Just didn't like you?
Maybe I wronged her in the past. I don't know.
Maybe
and I
she
just
saw
don't
you.
remember.
Maybe she saw you in the hood and was just like,
In the what? Saw you in the hood looking all fly.
yeah, he's a fly guy.
He's too fly.
I appreciate that, but I ended up
She
quitting.
was jealous.
You end up quitting from
Yeah,
that.
I ended up quitting. I didn't feel comfortable.
I don't think I've been given the hard yards from starting somewhere.
Nah.
Like, I feel like McDonald's would have been the position
Place
to do
to do
that.
it, 'cause, you know,
I feel like I've heard people being like, oh, can you, we just need to mop the ceiling of the freezer.
Yeah.
And someone will get a mop bucket and put the mop on the ceiling and it freezes to the ceiling.
Yeah, then they're going to try
Is
and
that a
figure
thing
out.
they do?
Yeah, well, I think it's like one of those pranks, like mop the freezer, and you put a wet mop in a freezer, and
It
it
ain't gonna last long.
sticks in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the beauty of me starting at McDonald's was you were already there.
Yep.
So, like, Tom has already paved the
I'm
way
like,
of...
let him through. He's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
This
he's
guy's
all right,
I
guys.
vouch for you, Marcus.
Yeah, that's
Have
it.
you guys ever done the hazing at a job? Like in a light way, nothing that...
Not
I'm
really.
racking my brain if I ever have. I
Well,
don't
like
think
you need to like do 3 shots of Fireball or something like that. That's
Yeah.
just part of the...
I mean, the classic one when my brother started at jobs was like, they would do it to him, and then they did it to him. It's like, can he go to the hardware store, get me a left-handed screwdriver?
Yeah, right.
Get me some brake fluid.
Yeah.
Those classics.
Like
and the
specific-
poor apprentice goes off to do it, and then they notice there's no such thing.
It's like, oh, no.
And the guy at the counter is just like, mate, maybe you should turn around and...
You're my 10th today.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you were the 10th one.
You got gut.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, so this person, should they not do anything?
I think,
Should they say anything?
considering they've greeted with you with disrespect, I say fight titty milk with titty milk. Is that
Fire with fire? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
All right, well, let's leave it there for Lost in Translation.
All right, and this
Marcus.
one is going to come from The Life Aquatic of Steve Zissou.
Okay.
Zissou?
Yep.
Yeah.
Zazu.
Where's Anderson?
Where's Anderson? Steve Zissou writes in, is my friend intentionally making me fat?
Yes.
All right, well, it's a question over. No.
Next question.
Over the past year, I've been eating more junk food, mostly around the same girl. She's a close friend and pretty overweight, and always has been, unfortunately. When I started getting weight, it wasn't really a gradual thing. It hit me fast, and it was obvious to the friends around me, and they would make comments to me about what I was eating, and I didn't really take any notice. But this girl never said anything to me, ever. She always asked me to go out for food or order takeaway, and the other night, after a night out, we went back to her house and I chose to eat a banana instead of the sweets. And she came back and gave me a large packet of cheese puffs, which she bought solely for me.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, and maybe I'm just being paranoid. Maybe I'm looking to blame someone. But I've been very unhappy about gaining over 5 kilos and none of my clothes fitting. When I complain about my weight, she says nothing and I start losing weight by working out. And we went together once, but then suddenly she wouldn't go with me anymore. I just want people's opinions. Am I overreacting? Steve Zazu.
Is there a chance that she's trying to do that on purpose, or does she just...
She feels, Steve Zazu.
Yeah.
Zazu.
Zizu.
Zazu the bird from fucking Aladdin.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Carry on.
Yeah. No, she feels like this friend is intentionally like taking her out to like fast food restaurants and all. Not intentionally, but like
It might not even be that. I do think it could be that, but I think when it comes to junk food, a lot of time there is solidarity when other people agree to eat it with you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there are times where someone will like, I've done this before. I take out a packet of chips and then nobody else eats it, and then I'm like, okay, well maybe I won't eat them as well. Then, like,
Am I a fat fuck right now?
Who wants a packet of Cheetos? It's like,
you feel guilty,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
It's almost like, I want to be healthy tonight. I'm happy to eat this, but I mean, I can be easily convinced.
Yeah.
If you say let's get pizza, I'll be all in. Otherwise,
Exactly.
I'll eat broccoli.
that always happens. It's like, especially living in a house with all the housemates. It's like sometimes it's like, oh, I'm cooking dinner tonight. Oh, we're getting pizza.
Oh, fuck cooking.
Let's get the pizza.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
launch the pot through the window
Yeah.
outside.
Broccoli out the window,
Yeah, like
baby.
that's the thing. It's almost like you're only as strong as your weakest link.
Yes. That's beautiful.
In the sense of eating fast food or junk food in
Yeah.
general.
It
I mean,
has-
it's hard. I mean, maybe she's overreacting and thinking that it is malicious and that she's trying to get her fat because she wants to be. She thinks
Yeah.
her friend wants to be hotter than her. Or
Yeah, well, not hotter than her. I just think it's just like she just needs a buddy to eat with her and just
Right.
like
Be fat
hey,
with me.
Yeah, not be fat with me. Just I want to go to Nando's
is the
and
friend
get
overweight?
yeah.
Yeah, she mentioned that.
friend
Yeah.
is
So
overweight.
she's overweight and she's almost just like, well, I don't think it's about like being, she's making her fat because her friend wants her to be fat.
Yeah.
I think, like Damon said, it's solidarity with eating the food.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's one of those weird ones where it's just like I know, like living with again housemates.
Yeah.
One of my housemates actually recently said, and he listens, so he'll know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
He goes, "Yeah, I've been eating so many burgers and pizzas since moving out that I've gained a lot of weight.
Right,
going
right.
along down this pathway." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just living my life, man."
It's just, so you reckon it's maybe like, I can't keep up with you,
I
Marcus.
feel like I'm the fat friend here, and then I'm bringing my friend along with my housemate along with me.
Oh, so you think it's like, is it one of those things where it's like, I need to move out now?
Yeah, I said I need to move out, not for my sake, but for him.
I'm hurting my friends. I'm negatively hurting my friends.
You're bad for the house. You're bad for the house.
exactly.
What is your guilty pleasure when it comes to junk food? If you had to,
If there's one
you're
thing
like,
that-
I want to destroy my insides right now.
I feel like it would be what I don't eat a lot of, but I really could eat a lot of.
Yeah.
Or I don't eat it as much as because I feel like it's disgusting as KFC.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel like KFC
that your
is like
Achilles heel?
you do care. But when you're eating, you don't.
I feel like KFC is probably the worst possible thing you could eat.
Yeah.
Sorry, KFC. I'm sure it's not that bad, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like that's the I don't know. That's Hades.
Yeah.
Of fast food.
As Hades of
Because
fast
I feel like
food.
pizza is such an acceptable thing. Like,
Yeah.
as far as you can get pizza in restaurants and
Hold
stuff
on.
like that.
But pizza is probably just as bad as KFC.
Well, yeah, you're thinking about how much if you eat a whole.
No,
but
but I get-
I always tend to eat like if there's a large pizza in front of me, it's like that large pizza is going.
I
my
get what
pizza.
Tom is saying, and that like KFC is very much the whole experience is greasy, oil stained paper,
Yeah.
cheap like disposable boxes.
Yep.
There is nothing glamorous about the KFC
And
lifestyle.
when I was talking about KFC, I'm like, well, like I guess it's not that bad. Maybe the skin's only the worst part. I think I was talking to my wife, and she was like, "Yeah, but it's cooked in oil. Like it is. Like,
Yeah.
oil is running through its soul.
Yeah.
The chicken is completely engulfed.
you can't get rid of the skin and it's all okay.
Yeah, right. It's fine. I'm just going to eat the raw chicken. That's all right.
Yeah.
But then why would you do that?
yeah. What's your Achilles heel, Marcus?
Oh, look, see, pizza's definitely up there, but I'm gonna go with cheese.
Ooh,
Just like in general.
Just the cheese in
family.
general. I like you know
Put cheese
when
on
people
everything.
bring like the cheese platters out with like maybe like antipasto sort of thing,
Yeah,
with, like
yeah,
salami and all that. I'll eat that until I go fucking sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely sick. And also, it doesn't run really well in my tummy, but I'm like, I don't care.
There's
I'm
no
gonna
way
eat
of
it.
stopping you. This freight train is choo-chooing.
Yeah.
And you're choo-chooing the cheese.
And it's like some people, I'm choosing that cheese.
choosing to eat it.
But that's the thing as well. Like, if someone's like, "Oh, we'll pull out a cheese platter for starters, and then we'll have our main meal." I would eat a lot of that cheese, and like, I don't really want the main meal.
Suddenly.
I'm happy with the cheese.
I don't want this risotto that you slaved over.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Just you went to the shops and bought this brie, double brie. Ooh,
That's
it's
all I
creamy.
need.
That's all I need.
What's
fair
yours,
enough.
Damien?
Recently, I found it's McDonald's.
Ooh.
It is my one thing I like about McDonald's. It's always consistently good.
It's true.
But since I've moved out, I within like a 2-minute drive of Macca's.
of course,
It's
yeah.
even worse. You can
It's
walk there
bad.
if you
The
want.
other night, like we were watching the tennis, and it was like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
and it's like I want hot chips, and I
Yeah,
said to my girlfriend, "I'm like, see you later." Went and got some hot chips, and came back. And I told Marcus this story last night, but we got back from a party the other week. And I said to my girlfriend, I want McDonald's. And she didn't want it. And that almost made me, the whole thing of eating together.
Yeah,
When she
yeah,
said
yeah.
no, I'm like, maybe I won't.
Yeah, I should.
And then I was like, fuck it. Daddy wants his
I'm going to a
McDonald's.
solo experience
That's
here.
right.
Yeah.
No, she took me.
Oh, okay.
And I asked for like a large chicken Big Mac meal, the Big Quack.
Big Quack.
And then
Big Quack.
I wanted a cheeseburger as well.
Whoa.
And we're like bickering at the drive-thru. I'm like, and a cheeseburger. She's like, no cheeseburger. And a cheeseburger. No cheeseburger. And then I yelled out to the, so she was driving. I said, and a cheeseburger. And the guy's like, a cheeseburger. I was like, yeah, cheeseburger.
Like your cheeseburger out there.
And sold to the man.
Yeah.
To the man
To the
who
drunk
wants-
man in the passenger seat.
Go man with the cheeseburger crave.
And dude, it was the worst mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
Like even when I got home and I was eating it, she yelled from upstairs, "Don't eat that cheeseburger!" And I was like,
Save it